this because I got water and I feel like I'm wasted on myself. Hey guys, it's T back with another video, and today I'm about to just basically tell y'all my MEPS experience, okay? So, I went to MEPS, I think it was the last Monday of October, because, yeah, I only went to the MEPS for one day. So, I'm going to just tell y'all about the hotel first. So, whenever I got to the hotel on Sunday, you have to get there before 7 p.m. And lights out is basically at 10. You don't have to go to sleep at 10, but you have to be in your room by 10. So I got to the hotel around like 5 something-ish or whatever. So whenever you go in, you're going to have to tell like the receptionist that you're here for the military, you can go to MEPS and all that stuff. And she'll tell you which room you have to go to meet like your MEPS person. I don't even know what to call it. Whatever. I'm going to just call her. So I basically told her my last name, this and that, and she signed me in with all the stuff. She told me that there was an 8 o'clock brief that we had to be at. Keep that in mind because that's going to come into play later. Whenever I got there, I saw there was just like a lot of guys. And I was like, yes, I don't have a roommate. I'm about to be chilling in this room alone. No, I had a roommate. It sucks, but whatever. And let me tell y'all about my roommate. So, whenever I walked into our hotel room, I guess she took a shower. But sis had towels everywhere, okay? She had towels on the sink, there was towels on the toilet, and then there was a towel on the floor. I was like, bro, you didn't even think to clean it up. Like, you didn't clean up after yourself. And then she had, like, the ironing board out with her clothes on it. And I'm walking to my bed. My bed was closest to the window. She had her clothes all over my bed. And I was like, what the? I was just walked over to it. I said, is this your stuff? And she was like, yeah. I was like, huh. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry, this and that. I was like, yeah, whatever. Anyways, basically, we were just talking. She asked me which branch I was joining. I told her Air Force. And she's joining the Marines. From the way she was acting, I just feel like she's going to have, like, a hard time whenever she leaves. Because she was not bright, okay? She was not very bright. I'll tell y'all how. So, I left the room, and I went to go in my mom's hotel room because I was trying my best to avoid my roommate. I really was. I wasn't even trying to be mean. I just didn't even want to be around anybody. I just wanted to chill out. So, that's what I was doing. 8 o'clock comes around and we have to go to our brief. So I go to the room and everybody's coming in. We're all waiting and stuff. 8:10 goes by, 8:15 goes by, and we're waiting for one person. Guess who the person that we're waiting for? My roommate. So the lady was like, Miss Saunders, can you go to your room and see what your roommate is doing? So I was like, okay. I get up in front of all these people, have to walk to my room and get you because you're late. So I go in the door and I'm just like, hey, you know we had a brief at 8, right? And she was like, yeah. I was like, tonight. And she was like, oh, I thought she meant in the morning. Sis, at 8 in the morning, we're going to be at MEPS. Like, what are you talking about? Like, she strictly tells you that we're leaving at 6 in the morning. If we're leaving at 6 in the morning, why will we be having a brief at the hotel at 8? Like, it didn't make any sense, but I didn't question her. I was just like, whatever. I'm not about to get into it. I'm not about to entertain it. I'm not doing it. So then, we go to the room, and basically her and the lady, like, the lady was being shady. She was like, oh, we would have been left by then, this and that. She was just being really petty to her, and I was just like, oh, damn. So we basically got briefed on the stuff, what not to do at the hotel room and all that stuff. So I went back to the hotel room, and I laid in my bed, and I just went to sleep. Well, I tried to go to sleep or whatever. I woke up at 4 something. And I went and I got ready. I took a shower and everything like that. I think we have a wake-up call at 4:30. I think it was 4:30 or 4:15. No, 4:15. What am I talking about? I think it was 4:30 or 4:45, something like that. All I know is my dumb self. I answered the wake-up call. I said, hello. They didn't even say anything back. They just it was just a phone call and you just answer it. It was just a call to wake you up. Duh. My dumb self over here answering it, trying to make a conversation. After that, we had to like go back to like the room area. I'm thinking like 5 to meet up with everybody. Then once we're all there, we had to go eat breakfast. After breakfast, we go back to that room. And from there, we had to wait until like 6 to leave. So 6 o'clock comes around and we get put on the buses to go there, the shuttles. And I was on the second shuttle. So I think it took like 20 minutes to get to MEPS. So I was just chilling, you know, trying to calm my nerves. As soon as we get to MEPS, it's like this big building. To me, it looked like a school. I don't know why, but that's just what it looked like to me. It just looked like a school. So when we pulled up, we got out the vans and stuff, and there's this lady. She goes, "If you are being shipped out today, you need to get into the first and third rows now." I'm looking around and everybody's like hurrying up. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, no, nobody warned me that she was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be like a chill thing in the morning, but nah. So I'm like looking around. I'm like, okay, I need to get in the very last row. So I'm standing here and I'm looking around. Nobody's near me. And I'm just like, oh shit, I know I'm not the only one that's not getting shipped out today. So I'm just like, what the hell? And all of a sudden some people come near me. I'm like, okay, we good now. We good. So basically we're all in like formation standing outside, and it was so cold. It was so cold. I'm over here shaking like this. I'm like, hurry up the whole time. I think we were out there for like 15 minutes at least. And she was just basically telling us like, if we had anything that we weren't supposed to have, she's giving us an opportunity to throw it in the trash and stuff like that. Thank God nobody else had anything. So as soon as you go through the door, there's like another door. And it's basically you have to put your stuff that you have in like a little container and like push it through. Like, you know, like you go to the airport and they check your stuff. That's basically what it was, security. So they checked your bags and then they checked you. It was like a little metal detector that we had to walk through. So yeah, I walked through. I was good, you know. Let me tell you what my dumb self did. She clearly stated when we were outside, after we get our stuff, we're supposed to put our stuff in the room and then go get our little visitor name tags or whatever. My dumb self, why did I go up to the visitor name tags and I was like, yeah, I'm about to get this now. My dumb self, whenever I did that, she was just sitting there. She was like, what are you doing? She was like, you need to put your stuff in there. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was so scared for no reason. But yeah, I went, put my stuff down, came back out, and we basically had to stand in formation again. But of course, everybody that was getting shipped out today, well, that day, had to be in the front. And I was in the back, of course. So yeah. I think it was majority Marines. Like, it was a lot of Marines. It was like 3 or 4 people that were in the Air Force, including me. So it was just like a lot of Marines. And most of them were guys. It was only 2 girls. Me and this other girl were the other 2 girls. And then this other girl came to MEPS. So it was just 3 girls at MEPS that day. So whenever we got called up to like the little desk area or whatever, I had a guy. He basically signed me in. They take a picture of you and they get your fingerprint. So after that, they give you like the little file, your file, and I had to go to my liaison. And that's when they sent me to take my test. Why did they do this? I don't know. But they sent me back there and I was just literally waiting at the test door. And there's no window at the test door, so no one can see that I'm there. But I'm just standing there. I'm just like, okay. I think like 10 minutes went by, and then I like peeked my head like this at the other door. There was a guy. He came out and he told me that I had to go to medical first. So I'm just like, okay. So as I'm walking to medical, I'm thinking in my head, my liaison literally just sent me down here to take this test, but he knew that I was supposed to. I was just so mad in my head. I was just so mad. But yeah, I went to medical, and that's when they sign you in again. They put your fingerprint down, and that's when all your stuff shows up. So she told me to sit down. I sat in a chair, and that's when I got my blood pressure done. After my blood pressure, we had to all go in a room and have another brief. So whenever we went back in the room, it was just this random man. He was really nice. I watched a lot of videos, and they say that, like, the people there are going to be really strict and this and that. But the people that I encountered weren't really that mean. They were genuinely nice. Remember something. Another thing. If you got any piercings or anything, take them out, okay? Because I was struggling to take this one out. Oh my God. Jesus. I was struggling. So yeah, take those out like morning of. When you wake up, just take them out. I advise you. It'll save you some trouble. Just take them out. Learn from my mistakes. So in the back room, there's a guy basically giving us a brief, telling us to tell us the truth on the stuff, like the papers that were given and all that stuff. And basically there were like papers saying, have you ever had depression or like suicidal thoughts? Have you ever had any speeding tickets? And basically asking us about our medical history. And yeah, so tell the truth. I know some recruiters be like, oh, stick to whatever you say in this office, but you know, whatever. Do you. Just do you. You'll learn from your mistakes. Do you. But I didn't mean. So yeah. Well, after that, they gave you a tattoo paper. That wasn't bad. I only had one tattoo. So what else did they do in this room? Let me see. Oh, the breathalyzer. My dumb self. Okay, so they're going to give you like this little plastic thing. And that's to go in the breathalyzer that you have to blow on. My dumb self. Whenever she came up to me, I was supposed to blow on it. You're supposed to blow on it very hard. Why did I blow little? Like, what was I thinking? I was just like, and she was like, no, you have to blow harder. And I was just like, oh, shit. So I had to take it again. I had to do it twice. I'm just thinking about all the stuff that I did. I'm just like, my dumb self. Like, what was I thinking? So, yeah, after that, we got settled in, filled out all those paperwork and stuff like that. That's whenever we went back to take our ASVAB test. And something happened with my test. Like, I can't really explain. That's just another situation. And that'll just take up too much time for this video. But it got taken care of. So, basically, you know, I'm good for the ASVAB part. If you want any tips on trying to pass the ASVAB or anything like that, comment below or anything, or ask questions and I'll answer them, you know. Or I'll make like another separate video about the ASVAB itself. So, that'll help y'all out. And after that, I had to go back to medical again. And that's when everything like got real. First thing I had to do was get my blood drawn. In my prior video, in my chit chat video, I strictly told y'all that I did not do no needles. But let me tell y'all one thing. This didn't really feel that bad. I'm going to be honest. I didn't even feel a thing. So whenever you walk in, well, when I walked in, the doctor was with somebody else. So I had to wait. So I was sitting there and I was just shaking. I was like, Lord Jesus Christ, I'm so scared. I'm up here praying in my head. After he was done with this person or this guy, it was my turn. So I walked back, and I'm so scared, like I'm shaking. And I told him that I was scared of needles, and he told me to sit down, how everything will be okay, you know, trying to calm me down and stuff. So the chair is like, it's comfortable. It's like it has like an arm thing that goes around like this. Like, it's like a high chair. That's how I'm going to explain. It's like a high chair. And whenever you hold your arm out like this, it'll just hold your arm out, basically. Like, you can lay your arm on it. So whenever I did this to my arm, he tied the rubber band around it, y'all. He tied this rubber band so tight, oh my God. It was just excruciating pain. That's the only thing that hurts me. That's probably why I couldn't feel that needle, because that's what I was focused on. I was focused on this rubber band around my arm. I was like, yo, he need to hurry up and take this thing off. But whenever he tied it around, I guess I had like such a little vein. He had to like smack it for it to come up. But after that, I saw him pick out that needle. I went, because I was not with the shits. I was not. So whenever he was doing this, I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I started crying, like tears rolling down my eyes. Like a minute, it was so quick. Like he was like, why are you crying? I'm done. I was just like, done? So I opened my eyes and I'm looking at him and I'm looking at my arm and I'm looking at him holding my blood. And I'm just like, how did you do that? I was so fascinated. I kept asking him. I was like, how did you do that? I didn't feel anything. He was like, that's good. That's good. I was like, yo, no, that's weird. That's weird. Like, what? So anyways, after I got my blood drawn, I was so fascinated that I couldn't feel anything. I was literally thinking, I was like, yo, what? How did I not feel that, but I feel someone giving me a shot? Like, I would rather get my blood drawn by this guy than get a shot, if you want to be honest, because I did not feel a single thing. The only thing I felt, like I'm telling you, was that rubber band around my arm, because it was so freaking tight, y'all. So tight. I was like, oh my God. But anyways, after that, I think I had to, I had to pee. I had to pee in that cup. Let me tell y'all about this situation. When you go in the bathroom, someone's going to be in there with you. I had a female, of course. She's going to watch you pee. Okay? So, you're going to have to go in there, pick up the cup, break the seal, go in the stall. You can't shut the door. I don't even know if the stall even had doors. Like, did it even have doors? Because I don't remember. I really don't. Somebody tell me down below. Did it have doors? Because I don't remember seeing a door. So anyways, she's going to watch you pee. Whatever. It is what it is. She's a female. I'm a female. I peed. I'm not letting it stop me from doing what I want to do in the future. Boom. It is what it is. After that, screw the top back on, and you cannot wash your hands. That's when you have to walk over to the little window. It's like this window thing. I guess, I don't even know. It's like, how can I explain? You know, like when a store closes and they just shut the thing so no one can get in? That's what it looks like. It's just, that's exactly what it looks like. That's how I can explain it. So, whenever you put your pee down, you have to watch the doctor do everything. You cannot turn your back on him at all. Like, that's what they told me, because I was about to turn around and wash my hands, or I think I was trying to reach for a paper towel or something, and I just couldn't do that. I just had to stay there and watch. And I had to verify my social security number and everything like that, and I had to watch him touch my pee right in front of me. I had to watch him do all that extra stuff. Then the rest of your pee, you have to dump, throw the cup away, and that's when you can wash your hands. It happens. So after that, I got my eye test and my hearing test done. So let me tell you about this eye test. The eye test, it's not that bad. I don't think I did bad. Well, mostly because I wear glasses. But the little circle thing, I've seen lots of YouTube videos about people saying how it's hard. The depth it's called the depth perception. I got good depth perception, okay? Let me tell y'all that right now. Because them circles they were popping out at me. I said, oh, third, fifth, fourth, fifth, fourth, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, eighth, seventh, eighth. Okay, anyways, I was just giving her numbers straight back because it's like a line, a row of 5 circles, and you have to tell which circle sticks out to you. It's like, okay, say we're on 3 circles. 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle. If I'm the circle that's sticking out more to you, you gotta say that I'm the one that's sticking out to you. So 1, 2, 3, 2. 2 is sticking out more. Or is it this way? Third. Exactly. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. So I forgot what else the eye test consists of. I think you just basically, it's just like a basic eye test, you know, reading letters and numbers and stuff like that. Just basically seeing if you can see or not. Obviously, we know that little T can't see. Okay? Okay. And then after that was the ear test. Let me tell y'all something about this hearing test, okay? Y'all better hope that whenever or however or whoever you go in there with is not moving at all. Because the person that I went in there with kept moving his feet. And let me tell y'all, that made me so mad. Because with the hearing test, I heard like a sequence. When I was hearing the sequence, I got into like a rhythm. And I was like, click, 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 boop, click, boop, click. I was like I heard it. And I kept hearing it. And then to a second, I couldn't hear it no more. All I heard was him moving his fucking feet. So when he did that, I looked over. I was like, oh my God. So I was like, now I'm off sequence. Now I'm about to fail the hearing test. So I'm just like, I started clicking a little bit. And then I stopped. I was like, wait, because she's going to know if I'm like clicking simultaneously. So I'm going to just like chill out with the clicking. And I'm going to just wait. So I closed my eyes and I was like, please hear something, T. Please hear something. Lord, please let me hear something. Then I heard something. Boop, clicked. Boom. That was good. So after that was over, I think that's when I had to meet up with the doctor. this is where my kicking out situation kind of started, okay? So whenever I met with the doctor, you know, it's just basic questions he's asking you, depression, stuff like that, about your medical history. He was asking about mine. And recently in May, I dislocated my shoulder. Well, dislocated my shoulder. And I told my recruiter about that. My recruiter got my medical, well, I sent my recruiter my medical records. And my recruiter sent them to MEPS strictly first. And they said I was clear to process. The doctor that said I was clear to process wasn't the full-time doctor. That was the part-time doctor. So the full-time doctor was there, but the full-time doctor never saw my medical records at all. So you know this was bad. So whenever he was asking me about my shoulder and stuff, he was looking through my file and he was like, oh, this is no good. I don't see the records. You don't have any records. And I told him, I was like, no, my recruiter sent you the records. Because at this point, I didn't know because I thought this was the guy that said that I could come here. So he was like, no. So I was like, yo, yeah. So I was like, I have him on my phone. I can call, can I call my recruiter or anything like that? And he was just like, no, and just kept shaking his head. And I was like, bruh. I was like, I know I did not just waste my time. I was literally like, I was tearing up. I got really sad. I was like, oh my God, man, they about to tell me that I can't go into the Air Force. I'm about to be done. So anyways, he just basically kept asking me questions. I, you know, kept telling him stuff. He was like, oh, I'm just making sure you're telling me the truth. And I was like, I'm not going to lie. But I didn't tell him that, but I'm saying that in my head because, like, what? Like, why would I lie? Like, I have no reason to lie. So after that, he stood me up. And that's when, like, he was checking around here and stuff, I guess to make sure I'm good. And whenever I had my earrings out, he was trying to be funny, but it was, like, smart funny. He was like, how many holes do you have in your ears? Like, okay, sir, I like piercings. It is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 5. I mean, I could get more. I should get more, and I will get more. It is what it is. They're just piercings, okay? It's not that serious. The way he was trying to make it seem. But okay, sir. After that, that's when I had to go into the back room and do the exercises in my underwear. So whenever you're doing the exercises in your underwear, you're not just with the doctor himself. There's also a nurse or a lady person in there with you. You're never going to be with him by yourself, naked or unclothed or anything like that. So I had to go in there first, and she took my height and my weight when I was in my underwear. And after that, the doctor came in, and that's when I had to do the exercises and stuff like that. Some of the exercises were kind of hard because, like, I don't know. The way I was just, I don't know. It was so cold back there. I was just so uncomfortable. And the stuff that I was doing, it was just, I was like, oh, my God, it's too cold to do all of this stuff, man. But the duck walk wasn't that bad. Like, I've seen a lot of videos on it. It was kind of, like, difficult, but, like, you get the hang of it when you do it. So it's not that bad. If I could do it right now, I would, but I ain't gonna do it. Maybe I'll put that in like a separate video, you know, more content. So yeah, after the duck walk and all that stuff, I was good. And that's when you have to go in the back room to where he actually sees you naked. Yes, sis. The doctor sees you naked. It's not that bad. Okay, you're just gonna have to look at it like this. It's just a minor stone that you have to step on to get higher, you know? You want this really bad, where you're gonna have to get over this to get this, okay? You're gonna have to get over the male doctor or whoever seeing your body to get what you want, okay? You want to be successful, you want to be in the Air Force, sis, you're gonna have to do this. That's what I was thinking in my head, okay? I wasn't gonna let it stop me. So they both went back there. That's when I had to unclothe completely and put on a gown. I did that. I go in. You had to lay down. That's when he checks, ladies, that's when he checks your breasts. And they're going to look at your area. It is what it is. Okay? Okay. Just, you're going to have to do it. You're not alone. You got a lady in there with you. It is what it is. Okay? Okay. So after all that was done, I got myself dressed because I was good. And then after that, I had to go meet with my liaisons. I was completely done. But the only things I had left to do was the jobs and all that stuff and the signing of the contract. Whenever I went to talk to my liaisons and stuff, the shoulder situation. So basically, my processing stopped after my physical. Processing completely stopped because the doctor needed to see my records on my shoulder. And I was confused because I didn't know. Because everybody was confused. And basically, that's whenever I just had to leave. So I left. And I think like 30 minutes after, that's when I called my recruiter and he explained to me what happened. But before then, I was so sad. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to go in the Air Force. They just kicked me out because of the stupid shoulder thing. There's nothing wrong with the shoulder. It's fine. It works fine, y'all. It's just a little dislocation, but okay, whatever. So now I'm just waiting for the Surgeon General of the Air Force to sign off on my file. Yes, I have to wait. Because, yeah, I guess it's like my recruiter explained there's certain things that the doctor couldn't sign off on at MEPS. So, yeah, I have to wait for her to do that. And it's been like 2 weeks. No, it's been 1 week. So, yeah, that's why I'm waiting. Hopefully it happens soon, but my MEPS experience wasn't that bad. It literally wasn't that bad, y'all. Well, that was my first experience. I'll tell y'all the second experience whenever I go back. Hopefully I can go back. So yeah. If y'all are interested in anything more about the Air Force, like the ASVAB, tips on the ASVAB or anything like that, if you want to see more things about the Air Force or if you want to just see more content or my face in general, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on my social medias. I'll link that down or put that down in the description box somewhere. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.